I'm Larry Malik. I'm Director of Design for HOK London. Our office is in Oxford Circus. We're originally built as a department store. It's the old Peter Robinson department store. And some of the nice features about it, we have murals painted in 1911 of Grand Opera. So it's not your typical office space, but it shows, in a sense, the sustainability issue of how much you can do with existing space if you just cleverly reuse it. So much of design today comes about through teamwork. The idea of an individual sitting alone in his room having inspirational ideas may still exist in some corners, but for us, for the size of projects we do and the complexity, it's really the teamwork that makes our work special. We work in a number of different sectors of the industry. We have a significant aviation group. We're currently designing 3 major airports right now. We have healthcare, corporate work, commercial work, a whole variety of projects. The design process at HOK is based on some key values, and certainly we value clarity, consistency, and coherence in our buildings. Clarity of the intent, we need to have a clear intent. A consistency of the detailing so that everything comes together, and a coherence in the design so that we balance all the different forces that come into design. One of the challenges we have as designers today is to convey those ideas clearly and effectively. We're great believers in Revit, the power that it has to help us convey the ideas from an early stage is very important. And so to have the ability to move into 3ds Max, the ideas that we're creating in Revit, and to be able to give them a tangible quality is really something that's very important to us, because it allows us to get buy-in and to help our clients to really understand what it is we're doing for them. Visualization is no longer simply a presentation tool, it's a design tool as well.
I'm Miles Walker, I'm the firm-wide CAD manager for HOK. Our primary CAD software is Revit Architecture. We also use AutoCAD Architecture, 3ds Max and Navisworks. We saw a real excitement from the users using the 64-bit 3ds Max. It was such a transition from the 32-bit. They were able to start to push much more complex models on their systems. I'd like to say there was a doubling in performance. What we've done is we've ensured that our visualization specialists have 64-bit good fast machines, and also we've established a 10-node render farm, which is 64-bit technology as well. The interoperability for us between the Autodesk products is absolutely key. With the FBX connection, that is a tremendous enhancement for us. We can have a central material library that's shared between Revit, Architecture and Max. The improved workflow has really meant that our visualizers can spend more time being creative. Previously, they would have spent quite a lot of time modeling. Historically, HOK used Viz as their visualization tool. We took it upon ourselves last year to actually roll out Max to the whole company worldwide. This has been an important decision because it's allowed us the full scope of the Max tools. The switch from Viz to Max seemed to be a very natural one. It was similar to Viz, so with the added features, there was a real keenness to move to the new product.
Working at HOK is a great experience. I had an opportunity to work on huge projects. The expectation that architects have is they want to sell the idea, the project, and then our role as a 3D visualizers is, of course, to show the most important ideas from the project. Working with a designer gives me a chance to design the project myself as well. It's not just a visualization process, it's influencing the project, showing the architect that there are other ways he can actually design something. The idea starts on the paper and ends in a 3D space. My favorite tools in Max are FDD modifier. Sometimes it's just a very gentle change of a cage to modify the object, to set it at a different angle. The new lighting feature in Max is actually brilliant. It gives you a chance to control light. The possibility to cast shadows in viewport is a fantastic addition to Max. Switching from Viz to Max was actually seamless. It just gave us a chance to work on bigger scenes with high performance and bigger flexibility.
The main Autodesk product that I use in my day-to-day work is Revit, because I think it's a very useful tool for me to do my 3D visualization in design form. It helps me to see all the messings, the things that I need to work on, the important views, how they interact with the environment. Recently, I was doing this school project in Kazakhstan, Haileybury Almaty, and Revit was used as our designing tool, and it was really good because everything was drawn in 3D, and that come across to the client very easily because they can't understand 2D drawings very well. So with 3D drawings, they're able to respond better. As an architect, I see myself use Max when I need to draw or design an organic shape that is more complex. And then when there is certain major presentation, we will have to use Max to render the images to a certain standard, whether it's sometimes it's more conceptual, more artistic impression, and then usually towards the end of the project, the presentation, the Max rendering will be more realistic.
HOK is one of the largest practices in the world, and we believe that we not only lead the design of projects, but we want to lead the profession and the industry and provide that kind of design leadership. And our relationship with Autodesk is part of that ability to take a leadership position in the industry and say, this is the way of the future, to be able to use all of the technology available to do our projects better and to give our clients better service.